everybody, welcome to Equals and Alternatives, episode 44. I'm your host, Mike McConty, and today we are reviewing Panera's Bread Bowl French Onion Soup, which comes in this, somewhat janky setup. We have this cup of soup in this bowl that I wanted to open in front of you guys and get a first look at together. We're here near Union Square in the city. So it looks like you pull out a pretty decent chunk of this, pour your soup in here, and then dip this in here and eat it. For 860 calories, 150 grams of carbs. You should know that 280 calories come from the soup. So this is what we're adding. We're just adding a carb bomb to the meal. And it's thick, pretty good looking bread. Sourdough bread, tastes pretty good. Probably not worth the 150 grams of carbs, equal to a standard sesame bagel and a bear claw, which I have a feeling is going to taste significantly better than this. Alright, so what's going on here? One thing I want to note, even though you know that I'm okay with high sodium. For fat loss, it's not necessary to keep sodium low. For someone who has high blood pressure or other issues where a doctor says, keep your sodium lower, it's good to be aware of it. But other than the temporary swings in water weight, a moderate to higher sodium diet isn't necessarily a bad thing. Now this has 2,500 milligrams in this cup plus bowl, plus bread bowl, so for whatever it's worth, the government recommendation is 2,400 milligrams a day. You're getting more of that in this one cup of soup. Let's do this just because I think it'll be funny. In here, we have onions, broth, very, very little cheese, as you can tell by the low fat content on the soup. I kind of like my French onion soup with a ton of cheese on there. It's fantastic. This is really good. But equal to two baked goods, which I think a lot of people wouldn't. If you're smart, you know that the bread bowl is going to be very high in carbohydrates, but for someone thinking, I just want to get some soup and the bread bowl sounds like a nice ad, it doesn't sound like you're getting 60 or 50 or 40 or whatever percent of your total calories for the day in this one snacky type low protein meal. For alternative, I was planning on ordering something from Panera until I walked inside and realized that everything on the menu is both bad, it doesn't taste good. Think about their kind of moldy apples or their baguette that's super hard. Nothing on there is very good. There are a few macro-friendly options. I got Brett on the camera just wincing at the background noise. There are a few macro-friendly options. There's a turkey sandwich that, I don't know, would be $8 or9 here, and essentially the same thing that your mom would make you in 5th grade with a little bit of turkey and a piece of iceberg lettuce and white bread, or potentially wheat bread, I'm not sure. But I didn't order an alternative. You can find something good on basically any menu in 99.9% of restaurants if you try. If you order sans dressing, take the cheese out here, double meat here, do whatever you need to do to hit your numbers for the day, you can make it work. I chose not to spend the $9 here because I don't want, I eat this food a lot and I don't want my lunch to be this roasted turkey sandwich. So instead I'm telling you about it. I'll probably go to Whole Foods right across the street here. They have a nice hot bar, they have a nice salad bar, and get something there. We'll taste the bear claw just because. Pretty good. They're very different things, right? If I was going for sweets, I probably wouldn't choose this. Go for some Ben & Jerry's, but the Panera Bread Bowl is actually better than I expected taste-wise. Alright. Anything else? Question of the day. Right before we hit play, Lundy goes, do you have a question of the day ready this time? And I broke out laughing because I've just been so horseshit at question of the day. So I thought of this one in advance, and I'm actually very curious, so I would love it if you commented below. How comfortable, 1 to 10, do you feel tracking your macros and thinking that you're doing it right? Not from a discipline standpoint, but from a pure knowledge standpoint. 10, yes, I know what I'm doing, I know how to weigh stuff, like I can do it, or one, I have no idea, I just stumbled across this YouTube channel and I'm watching because I like French onion soup. 1 to 10. Alright guys, remember your body is still counting macros, even if you're not.